Okay, today we're working on a 2013 Hyundai Sonata. I replaced the belt on it last week. Complaint is no AC. They already had refrigerant in it. The compressor doesn't work. So I'm going to go on ahead and change out the compressor. I'll show you guys how to do it. And in the meantime, sit tight and enjoy. So first things first, on this Sonata, what I'm doing is instead of doing the compressor first, I want to at least get this bumper off. I'm replacing the receiver dryer. The receiver dryer is on the bottom of the condenser, so the bumper has to come off. I have to take out the condenser. I'm hopefully not going to disconnect it. Go on the bottom, there's a screw, you unscrew it, and the silica comes out. Anyways, so what you're going to want to do to get the bumper off is you're going to want to take out that screw right there. And then there will also be a bolt here, and a bolt here, and plastic clips going along where these holes are. And those are right there. So then after that, I'll take out that last screw and then I'll show you. But on this side, what I did is all I did was take out the screw and then just grabbed it and it popped out. I'm gonna go around the front and do that too. And it seems to all be loose. So now I've done it. Okay, so you will also want to remove your splash panel down here. This car didn't have one. Doesn't have one over there. It only has this one right here, which is attached to the bumpers, you see. Also, while I'm under here, how about you take a look at this? Where did we go? There we are. You see that there? I probably didn't even have to take off this bumper to get to that. But I did anyways, so that is where that is. So, there you go. I'm going to try to take that out without removing the condenser and see what happens. I might still need to remove it. It wouldn't be too big of a deal, but anyways, if you guys want to know where it was at, how it was like, that's how it's like. So, there you go. Okay, so I finally got that last screw out. Right in there. See? Right here. All I did was I used one of these. I was originally using a screwdriver. Didn't exactly. It kept trying to strip because it was on an angle. It's a PH3. Alright, so you want a PH3 and a 10mm for the bolts here. And I'm also replacing the hood latch on the interior, the hood latch handle, because it busted. So it is also a 10mm. I should have made a video. Anyways, so all you're going to do is you're going to grab, even down here, give it a good pull, a good pull. Okay, so I've already gotten the screw out from there, the screw out from over there, the two bolts here, / screws, whatever you want to call them. They have a Phillips head on them, but they're also a 10mm. I just used a 10mm. I popped both sides out. I popped the front out. And now, with any luck, nothing is holding us on, as you see there. So now we can access that. And I ordered some special Allen keys. I'll let you know what size you need for it. But I ordered some Allen keys. So let's get started. Okay. So it turns out all this is held in with is these clips right here, so you can push up on it, and it lifts up, and then you can just push it back down into place. So, even though I could probably just lift it up to change out that receiver dryer, I think I'm going to take this bracket off. In order to do that, you got to take this off, which pop out those two bolts on the side. I'm just going to lift it up and like tie a strap or a string or something around right here, and then take out the other bolts. That was not me. That was someone else, as you can see. It is old tape. Anyways. And then you take out those two bolts down there. And then that whole bracket can slide off. And then if you want, you can go in there and you can disconnect where those lines connect up. And then you can just lower this condenser down through here. That's how you change it. I'm not changing it. I'm just changing out the receiver dryer. So, what I'm going to do now as I'm going to go on ahead and move towards the compressor and take off that belt and pop out the bolts, put on a new one. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys updated. So it looks like there's a bolt missing there, but there's going to be 4 bolts, one here, one there, and then 2 up there, and then the lines. I'm also changing out the service ports. I already took it out. They're right there. But I just have this tool that I bought to repair things with my gauges as well. And you stick the big side in the high pressure. Only one fits on each one, right? So you stick it in, twist it out. I had to use a pair of pliers to help me get both of them out. They're in a little tight. I think someone else was in here before messing around, but there you go. Also, update. Let me turn off this fan. I got this compressor out. I only had 1 bolt there and 1 bolt underneath there. Your 2 lines go in here. The new one that I bought off Rock Auto, not a sponsor of course, it came pre-filled and sealed, so that's good. So I'm just going to use the new hardware here. It didn't unfortunately come with new bolts, so I'm only going to be running this with 2 bolts. I'm sure the lady will understand. The pulleys look the same. I got extra O-rings just in case I do tear one, but this compressor did come with an O-ring. I'm not sure of the price. I'll put it across the screen right here right now. And then I'm going to toss this in after I get the new service ports in, bolt that up, get that all ready, and then I'm going to take out that silica packet, the decadence, whatever it was called, and yeah, the receiver dryer. And I'm going to pop that out. Here's the tools that I got for them. There you go. So, hand for comparison, this is a jumbo set of Allen keys. So everyone online that I was reading about on the Hyundai forums, Hyundai, however you want to pronounce it, they were complaining that who has that size of an Allen key. So I bought a jumbo set. I've needed them for other projects, so now I have a jumbo set. So hopefully I have the right one. One other thing really quick. So I did actually order this. It's the same brand as all the other stuff except for the compressor. At least I think the compressor's in GPD. Anyways, so I'm going to use some of this on the new O-rings. To put that back in, because you always want to loop up your O-rings before you put them in anywhere. It'll help them slide in easier, help them not tear, and also help them seal better. I'm also going to put a little bit of oil on the new service port valves, which are right over here. Also, the new compressor came with this connector. Had me freaked out for a second, but it turns out this connector will go on the old compressor. The connector that's down underneath here is broken. They just had it sitting in there. So I'm going to run it with the broken one. I know that's going to upset a lot of people, but I'm going to do that, and if the lady wants to swap it out, I'll just splice this one in, but if not, I'll get her an OEM. I don't think it really matters though, but yeah. So I messed up. I put oil on this guy, as you see there. I dumped him down the low side service port. Terrible idea. Whatever you do, if you're working on this model, make sure that even though this package said that it was for a 2013 Hyundai Sonata, I think it is, but definitely don't put that port in there. That's for something else that I don't know about at the moment. But so the black one here, the one in the middle, this bigger guy, the black one, that's the new one. This green one over here is the old one, and it's the same size as this one over here. That's also the old one. I needed one of these, or one of these, instead of this. So I accidentally dumped that down there, so don't do that. But if you do, the only thing that's going to fit down there to get it out is a pair of tweezers. So really quick, the dang thing here has been seized. I think whoever was in here last, Bubba or whoever, decided that they'd cross-thread everything and only have to do things. The horn connector is held on by tape. So is this sensor, and I went to undo the sensor, and guess what? It all came apart in my hand. But now I can get the condenser out, hopefully, as long as I can get these two 10mm nuts right there out. So, boy, I'm looking forward to telling her that that's going to cost her another $250, unless the junkyard has one. Oh boy. Just to let you know, this is the Kia, or, well, not Kia, it's pretty much the same. Hyundai Elantra Sonata from hell. Absolutely true. Look at that. Look at that. The damn thing stripped out. This was a T55 originally. I used a T55 after I found out it was an Allen key. That didn't work. It stripped out. It got stuck. Someone cross-threaded this damn thing. I don't think it's an original OEM. It looks like it's an aftermarket. So I don't know if some idiot or something got in here and started messing with it when he wasn't supposed to, or what, or maybe meth head got in here and cross-threaded this, or maybe someone was just having a bad day. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it was some poor Chinese worker. But now I'm up the creek, and I had to use a couple pipe wrenches. That one there is like 1.5 feet long, and I had to have someone hold on to the pipe wrench while I put all my weight on it and kept turning it. Terrible idea. Should have left it alone. Should have told her not to change out her receiver dryer, which would have been terrible of me. Well, everywhere in town. I live in a rural area, so of course no one has anything. So now I get to have the fun part of trying to put this back together, but to make sure that there's no crap in here, because there's a new compressor on there, and I don't want to take it back off in order to, why it's dying, in order to deal with this. And since it's Memorial Weekend, of course, no one can get it into me until the earliest is Thursday because of the weekend. So now I get to sit here and try to put this at least semi back together with some duct tape and some glue to hold it on so I don't lose all my oil or anything and get too much dirt in there, since there's no splash guard. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but check this out. That's supposed to be for the temperature sensor. Some dingleberry decided it would be a great idea. Whoever's in here last just taped everything up. Didn't do anything else. Broke all the connectors. Didn't tape any. Didn't fix them. Didn't tape. Just taped it. Didn't nothing. Look at that. Those are corroded. Now I get to clean up another person's mess. So either the shop that this person took this car to before this lady bought it was a terrible shop, or whoever worked on it shouldn't have been working on it, because bless their heart, they didn't know what they're doing. So here I am, having fun.